I think the future of Train is very positive.
When looking back on the break, was it ever possible that you would quit altogether?
You know, I think there's always a possibility that you don't want to return to something that doesn't feel good. But, you know, Scott and Jimmy are like my brothers, and I'm like their brother. And we knew that we wanted to try. You know, like, how can we get that feeling back that we once loved about music? And because once you have that, you know that you can get there again. It's just a lot of work, you know. And so we did all the work that it was going to take to be happy in music again. And now we're better than we've ever been musically, on stage and off stage, and our attitudes are really great. We're just so happy to be here in the Netherlands. We're so happy to have been in Sweden and the UK and in touring the United States, and we're going to Australia next month, and we're just so glad that we're able to do that and share our music again.
But is it also harder to let someone in your circle now, because you
Yeah, we're very cautious about who enters the circle. We have a new manager who's I think he's a brilliant man. He's very smart and very kind, and he started as an artist, so he has the heart of an artist, and that's really great for us. So we don't really do anything until he thinks it's cool, and I love that. I love trusting someone that much.
Are you hard to work with as a band?
Am I hard to work with?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we're pretty easy. I mean, occasionally we become artists where we're like, fuck! But I think in general, we're pretty decent guys. Mm-hmm. We don't complain too much, and we don't ask for too much. I think we're grateful.
I was wondering what has making this solo record done to you as an artist? How has it affected you as an artist?
Making a solo record and touring it made me a better performer, because I played in front of less people. You know, we were playing in front of thousands of people in Train, and then I would play in front of hundreds, and it made me really have to think about how I was going to communicate on stage. So I got far better at that, I think. And then when Train, you know, restarted, I was that much better. And then I think these guys having a break came back with a new energy that made them better, and so we just were automatically a better band. And then having a couple of new guys on stage with us, you know, we wanted to be great for them, and they wanted to be great for us. And so just everything's kind of great right now.
But how was it for you you already said it, to play in front of like hundreds of people instead of thousands, because then the context is more personal.
We played in front of hundreds of people yesterday, and we were in a place called Aarhus.
Aarhus, yeah.
Yeah, Aarhus, and that was in Denmark. We've never played in Denmark before, but we had one of the funnest times of our lives, because you know, they were every bit as enthusiastic as you know, the 1,000 people we played in front of in London, and the 15,000 people we played in front of in Alabama a few weeks ago. Hundreds of people shouldn't suffer because thousands of people aren't there. So we just always play with as much enthusiasm for anyone that wants to be there with us.
Mm-hmm. And how personal do you get with fans?
I think we get as personal with our fans as we can. You know, we use Twitter and Facebook and every aspect of technology to keep in touch. And then, you know, we try to meet them after shows and say thank you and hello, and that's what the smaller crowds enable us to do, is be more personal. Mm-hmm. Larger groups, when there's 25,000 people, you don't really go out and say, hey everybody, I'm gonna, you know, because it's chaos.
Mm-hmm. Okay, last question. You already said that you've been together for 15 years now already. What can you say about the future of Train? Is there anything to say about that already?
I think the future of Train is very positive. I think that, you know, we have a lot of records in us and a lot of touring around the world to do. we won't ever take this long of a break between times of being in the Netherlands or in Europe. We've learned a lot of lessons, so even if we go do other projects, we know that this is home, and we might need to take little project breaks so that we can come back home with a new enthusiasm. I think that we've learned a lot, that no one should take it personally, you know, that this is a matter of keeping each other excited to be in this family, and excited to move, you know, into the future, and we're always getting better. And I think that's a rare thing for a band. You know, a lot of bands make their best record first, and then kind of, yeah, whatever.
You want to build it up.
I think we're making better records as time goes on, and we're learning a lot about how to do that. And for some reason, people around the world want to know more about Train and want to hang out with us and come and see us live. And so, as long as that continues, then we'll continue to be Train.
And do you believe in like a perfect record? Is that something you always, is that something you have in the back of your mind that you once in your life want to make that record?
Well, I think that if Save Me San Francisco is Train's comeback record, I think it's a perfect comeback record. And in the future, we'll try to make the perfect record for where we are. Will we make the perfect record? I don't know. I mean, that's it's all so it's all so subjective to who you are and what you think about music. But we'll try.
All right. Thanks a lot. We'll keep following you.
Okay, thanks.